Hello everyone and welcome to another racing season as we start off with a brand new show called Quick Time. I'm Mike Warren with Race Pro Weekly, and it's time for you to get ready for a jam-packed show filled with highlights, interviews, and more each and every week in 2017. Let's jump right into the highlights now and show you everything that went down during the Short Track Super Series 4th Annual Hard Clay Open down at the Orange County Fair Speedway. To the hard clay we go. We'll start you off with some heat race action and take a look at this. David Van Horn in the 323 clobbers the tire barrier, ending up flipping and collects Tyler Dipple in the process. An ugly wreck, but both drivers would be okay. Just before the feature, the 4-wide salute to the fans here on the Short Track Super Series Tour as the Jersey Jet, Brett Hearn in the 20, would lead the field to the green flag for the start of the 50-lap opener on the series. As things get started early, the 4-car of Andy Bacchetti would be on the move going toward the front as he's had to start deep in the field and the 20th position after having to come through the consolation event. At about the halfway point on a restart, Danny Creighton, who was running third at the time, loses a left rear tire, nearly flips over and collects a number of cars on the front straightaway. A tough wreck, but thankfully, again, all drivers were okay. After the mess was cleaned up, here comes Andy Bacchetti once again going closer to the front. He would make his move now as he goes by Stuart Friesen down the back straightaway for second and now sets his sights on the Jersey Jet as he looks to catch him going into the corner. As they work into turn number 1 and 2 in lap traffic, Andy Bacchetti put the pedal to the metal on the outside lane and goes around Hearn, taking the race lead away. From there, it was all smooth sailing for the driver out of Sheffield, Massachusetts, as he picks up the win and the $5,000 payday.
You know, I really didn't know if we had it. You know, we were just trying to save some tires, and we had a great shock program, Fastline Performance, Fox Shocks, Billy the Kid Engines, Tio Pro Cars. Garrity Asphalt and Reclaiming, Steve Huff Motors. I couldn't do it without all these guys. I got a brand new team, a bunch of young guys, a bunch of older guys, and you know what? This is a great way to start the 2017 season off.
So the wild child, Andy Bacchetti, picks up the win, followed by Stuart Friesen. Brett Hearn have to hold on for third, Billy Decker fourth, and Tommy Meyer rounding out the top 5. As Lebanon Valley Speedway readies for their season opener on April 22nd, a lot of drivers took advantage of the warm-up session this past weekend. Check out some highlights brought to you by La Rochelle Auto Body and Restoration as we catch up with some familiar faces along with some new ones.
Our plans were to go to Malta on Friday nights for sure, but Friday night's just way too hard for a family-owned business, family-owned race team. So we were going to go back to Middletown, but we just honestly thought it was time for a change. Come to a place where there's new faces, new people, and hopefully pull a sponsor out of this place. And we're going to see what happens. This car's running great so far in practice, so we're really happy with it. It's definitely a learning curve for sure. The first set, Flack was underneath me, and we were running good with him, and then Tremont was underneath us in the second one, and we kept right up with him. So it's a good start for sure. All these guys definitely help out a ton. Having Robbie Albreda on board, it's a big deal, and we're definitely we're good for this year. We're gonna be good.
There's a little bit of room for improvement from last year to this year. We had a very good year. We were very fortunate. A couple things we could have done different. We seemed to lose a little bit in the middle of the year last year at the Valley here. There was about 3 races mid-year. We just kind of missed the setup a little bit. We finished a little bit outside the top 8. We got to be a little bit more consistent. Hopefully we can build on the end of last year. The end of last year we got real consistent. Everybody's working together really nicely and stuff. So hopefully we can improve on that. And looking forward to getting going when we actually race next week. We're going to try to make some changes, get back to what we were last year, and hopefully we're good. But obviously track's get a little bit different today compared to how it's going to be next week. There's going to be more cars and stuff on it. So we'll just take our notes from today and come back next week and give it a whirl.
This is our first time out here with the new PMC car. Very happy with it so far. We got a lot of adjustments we've been making and trying different stuff, but for the most part, very happy for our first 10 laps. And right now they're just going to go through, and I think they're going to change the steering box. But other than that, I think we're in good shape. Believe it or not, the track's actually really nice. Actually, like almost a Saturday night racetrack. Usually there's really bumpy and everything else, but it's really nice right now.
For practice night, it was pretty wicked, pretty good. Really happy with it. You always get scared of what we had. We had snow last week here, so not bad considering the conditions. Here we are on the 4th set, and it's still holding together pretty good. Hopefully for this year, we have a lot of new equipment between my son and I. We both felt really good during practice, and we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope we do good.
Jim, some new plans for 2017. Tell the fans about that.
Yeah, Ed, for the 2017 season, I teamed up with Huayanga Racing in conjunction with Sean Pangman. They decided to expand their team at the end of the last year, and they gave me this fantastic opportunity for 2017.
What are the team plans? Where do you expect to race in 2017?
Well, we're primarily going to be at the Glenridge Motorsports Park on Friday night. My teammate Sean's going to race at Fonda Speedway on Saturdays. I plan on doing a few hit-and-miss shows at Fonda as well. I plan on being at Utica Rome on Sunday nights. We have a few Super Dirt Series shows planned with Eldora and Charlotte on the schedule, which I'm pretty excited about.
What are the goals for you and the team for 2017?
Our primary goal is to have fun. We have a lot of great people behind us, and we try to keep a positive attitude. We feel if everybody's having fun, that the results will follow. So hopefully everybody keeps just plugging away, having fun, and we'll get a couple feature wins for the team.
Back to Orange County now for some sportsman action brought to you by Cranes Outdoor Power Equipment. Joey Bruning would lead the way at the beginning of the 20-lap feature event as they work their way into turn number 1. Cody Hunt gets a little high, wide, and handsome, taking his car for a spin in the track, and oh, baby, he'll collect a couple of cars, but he would continue on. There'd be some good, hard racing behind the race leaders as the 1-800 got junk car number 20 and David Schilling looking for some racing room up off of turn number 2. More trouble in the event now as flames erupt under the hood of Bobby Flood's number 91 machine. He'd be done for the night after a strong performance early in the event. Bruning was looking to run away with this one as the battle for third right behind him on the back straightaway. The 38 Jamie Labaugh making a great move, sticking it to the high side of the racetrack, but it's all behind Bruning as he puts his new look number 24 into the easy race win on the hard clay.
It was a good car. The track was the track. Just had to adjust and hit the bumps sideways and catch it and go.
The general manager of the Fulton and Brewerton Speedways, Corey Reed. Tell us what's going on at both tracks this season.
Yeah, we got a full slate at both tracks. Pretty similar to last year's program. We're going to run a bunch of key events at Fulton in particular. We'll start the year with the High Bank Hold-Up Weekend, which was really successful last year for us. Friday night will be the ESS Sprints along with the Dirt Car Sportsman Tour, Central Region event. And then Saturday, of course, is the Super Dirt Series opener, as well as our late models and our sportsman opener. Then we carry through and we run, regular shows most of the summer, all summer through. We mix in 3 more sprint car races, ESS twice, Patriots once. We have a couple demolition derbies mixed in there, which were really successful for us last year. And then we rolled into the obviously the 32nd annual Outlaw 200, which is 32 years strong now. So that'll be September 28th and 29th. And then we do have the World of Outlaw Sprints returning again, as they were last year as part of the Super Dirt Week show. So that's Fulton. Brewerton, very similar to last year. We'll get started May 5th. Friday night. We pretty much run just a steady diet of Friday night shows there. We don't have any midweeks until we get to the Hurricane 100, which is in its 25th year this year on October 5th. So mixed in there, we have ESS Sprint Week. We'll run that on June the 30th. And then we bring the ESS back again on September 1st. And that's pretty much it.
Now, take us through some of the rule changes. Has there been any over the offseason?
We have no rule changes. Our 4-cylinder rules stayed the same. Our late model rules, whatever Rush come up with, whatever their deal is what it is. I know there were some adjustments there, but they would need to consult with Rush on that front. We have our mod lights. Our mod lights are our TUSA rules, so whatever TUSA come up with is what the rules are. And big blocks, I honestly don't know what was changed. If anything, there was a few minor things with wheel covers and maybe rub rails or something like that, but really nothing earth-shattering.
For Toby LaGrange for Race Pro Weekly, that was Corey Reed from the Fulton and Brewerton Speedways.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Quick Time. Make sure to check out RaceProWeekly.com for more updates throughout the 2017 season. A special thanks goes out to friends at Canaan Auto Supply, Flowers Shell Auto Body and Restoration, Cranes Outdoor Power Equipment, Tom Saban, and Bobby Chalmers. I'm Mike Warren. We'll see you next time at the races.